Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Main Event Podcast. Very special episode of the podcast today, discussing WrestleMania XL, previewing WrestleMania XL, and all of our XL opinions, predictions, and general musings that will come from
XL.
that. I'm Jez, often accused of being XL. That's Dan, very seldom accused of being XL, actually. Although, to your credit, when you just did your gun pump there, you seem to be building up on the guns a little bit more than the last time I noticed you do that.
That's just what my guns look like, mate.
Well, they didn't look like that the last time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be commenting now, would I? You know? Yeah. So yeah, guns up. Fair play. Kudos to you.
Bang,
How
bang.
are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I wish this weather would brighten up, but I'm doing all right.
We've had mixed weather here today. I went out to Lakeside Shopping Centre, which is about an hour drive from me over the Dartford crossing and all of that, and it was rain, sun, cloud, just constantly changing. But there's a fair bit of sunshine, so I will take that. Hello, Duff, out there in the chat, and hello to anybody else lurking about. I can see a fair few of you doing so. You may talk, you may not. That is entirely your choice. We are going to talk, because otherwise it's just us sitting here looking at a camera for an hour in silence, and we could do that, but it's a bit awkward, really, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going to go through both nights of WrestleMania, go through all the matches. We have sent our predictions into our official adjudicator, and so those predictions are locked
in
as we share them now. Even if we like, what's the word I'm looking for? If we agree, if we match on many, it is purely coincidental because of all of the predictability and the obviousness that exists in WWE at the moment. EC Dub is back. It is not. No. There's a lot of ECW based conversation going on this weekend because WrestleMania is in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And Paul Heyman is being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So obviously there's a lot of ECW based conversation related to that.
And Roman Reigns is inducting him.
He is indeed. Yeah. So this will happen tomorrow night as of recording on Friday night after SmackDown. I'd like to think that I will be up to watch it, but I probably won't be, if I'm completely honest about it. I'll probably watch SmackDown and then be like, yep, 3:00, that'll do, I think. I'll go get some sleep and prepare for WrestleMania. But yeah, no, unless, Duff, you are working on new information that I don't know about, that's broken in the last couple of minutes. No, I do not think ECW is back. Can you imagine if it is, and we're just like, no, Duff, you're talking nonsense.
No, don't be stupid.
And then it's ECW all over the place. So
yeah.
If you have more information than me, do drop it in the comments, and then we'll immediately react to that information. Maybe it was an April Fool. That's probably
that's probably more like it.
Yeah. So, as we mentioned, we will be predicting. Here's the prize. It is the Main Event Podcast World Prediction Championship. Coming into this event, scores on the doors are Jez 57, Dan 57. So between WrestleMania, the Ring of Honor event that I always forget the name of, Supercard of Honor, NXT Stand and Deliver, and New Japan Pro Wrestling Sakura Genesis this weekend. There's probably a good 50 to 60 matches that are going to be predicted. So we shall see.
And go either way.
Who will walk away with the championship belt at the end of this weekend? Hopefully me, because I've only had it like 3 weeks. And it would be disappointing to have to pay the postage and send it back straight away. But you never know. That could happen. So let's go through the matches. I'm taking the match card from cagematch.net, so we'll go in the order that they have the matches. They tend to be pretty good at having like the main event and things in the right place. So we should build in roughly the same kind of way that WWE will. I can see this being the opening match on WrestleMania Saturday. Actually, kicking off, Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar versus the LWO team of Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. How are we feeling about Dragon Lee being yet another member of the LWO?
It just feels like they don't know what to do with him.
It doesn't really do anything for him, if I'm being completely honest about it.
No.
We had the debut of WWE Speed this week. And I don't think that does a lot of people any favors, really. You know, normally in WWE you do have fairly quick matches. No match really lasts more than like 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But with their 3-minute time limit, you know, that means that somebody is getting beaten quick sharp, really.
Yeah.
And unless it's an example of the second match that we had on Speed of Bronson Reed and Cedric Alexander, which is basically a squash match, it's not going to do any favors. And I'm talking about Ricochet beating Dragon Lee in less than 3 minutes. Okay, there was like 2 seconds left on the clock, but still, you know, that doesn't do him any favors going into a WrestleMania match, whereas Ricochet's not at WrestleMania.
No.
They might have a chance at the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but
do we care about that?
No, we definitely do not care about that. That's about as much prospect as he's got. So yeah, throwing him in the LWO just so that it can be. Yeah, I mean, why isn't it Carlito? I know.
Why isn't it Carlito?
I don't quite understand why they're doing it.
I'd like to see Carlito turn on the LWO.
I don't really care about any of the LWO now, really. Like, you remember how excited I was when Carlito came back at whatever that Puerto Rican pay-per-view was, Backlash last year.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's been like, yeah, he's going to face Santos Escobar. Oh, wait, no, he's not. It's Rey Mysterio, and he broke himself. I'm like, right, yeah. Still could have just been Carlito, couldn't it? What are we doing here? And now it's like, oh, great, it's going to be Carlito and Rey Mysterio against, you know, people at WrestleMania. No, Dragon Lee. Like, oh,
no.
Yeah, wonderful. Duffas, is that the show where they're allowed to take drugs? Yes, it is indeed.
Yes, it is.
It's called WWE Speed, but ironically, it's actually where they just smoke cannabis, so they're actually slower than they would usually be, and they have to win within 3 minutes. It's a very strange, program, really.
They've also apparently made a championship for it.
Yes, God knows what that's going to look like.
Jesus Christ. It's just going to be a drug.
Just be like a little baggie with some white powder in it.
Yeah.
I will admit I'm not very clued up on drugs. I don't know what speed actually is a slang for which drug and what it looks like.
I'm not sure.
Is it heroin? I have no idea. Answers on a postcard. What is speed? It would probably help me make jokes if I knew exactly what drug it was. But I'm going to go at this moment with, a bag of white powder that people just hand out when they win the matches. You got to take a bit of it before you defend the title. Anyway, Dominic Mysterio, Santos Escobar against Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. What say you? Who walks away with the win?
I've gone for Mysterio and Dragon Lee.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I got a bit confused then because I forgot that they were both Mysterios. I'm like, wait, Mysterio's not with Dragon Lee, but then Dominic Mysterio. I often forget that Dominic is a Mysterio because he's more a Guerrero, really, isn't he? If we're being honest about it. I've also gone with Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. I think that a lot of WrestleMania is going to be let's play the hits. Let's let the baby faces walk away with the wins and let people go home happy. Yeah. I think it would be a good opener.
I think it'll be all right
if they do indeed go that way. I don't know where you would slot it otherwise without it just slowing the momentum of the entire thing. Who knows?
But, my girlfriend and my best friend also did predictions just for funsies. My best friend agreed with us. But my girlfriend went Escobar and Dom.
Now, does your friend watch the product?
She does, because these are ones I've told you about, my basically nephews that I corrupted into watching wrestling. and now she gets it 24/7 in her house.
Okay, fair enough. I was just wondering if these are, informed in air quotes decisions,
Oh
or
no,
whether
she
like
kind of follows it a bit.
like a few years ago when we had my mother-in-law Nana Kay come in and predict, and she wasn't watching the product and was just like, "Yeah, he's got a nice name. It's probably him."
I remember that. It was hilarious.
It was really good. Yeah, I think she beat us. In fact,
yeah, I think she did.
For Royal Rumble 21, probably.
Something like that.
Maybe. A long time ago. We're old. Okay, so agreeing into the first match. Classic. Yeah. Next, 6-woman tag team match. It says 6-man on the page, but we know better.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus the Damage Control team of Asuka, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane. Let's not worry about the fact that, the tag team champions are in this match, and that they should probably be defending those belts at WrestleMania.
We'll ignore that.
I mean, Freebird rules, let's just defend them in the 6-man tag. Oh, wait, we can't do that because, and here's my prediction, Belair, Cargill, and Naomi are going to win, so we don't want to put the belts on them because that would be weird. We don't plan on having Cargill lose ever, so she'd never lose the tag titles, and that would be difficult. But do you care about this match particularly?
Not really. My prediction is the same as yours. So is my best friend, but apart from my girlfriend, who thinks Damage Control is going to win for some reason.
Fair enough. And she's been watching as well.
Yeah, she's been watching.
Not as religiously as you, obviously, but
but she knows who everyone is and stories,
kind of what the story is and what's been happening.
Yeah.
I'm glad to finally see Jade Cargill actually getting some screen time, and it'll be good to see her in an actual match and getting straight in there at WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania. Don't mess up.
So far, all she's done is the 2 of the big 4 once she's completed WrestleMania. Yeah, I just don't really care about the whole story of, Bianca's like, Bailey, why are you helping Bailey? And Naomi's like, well, because I want to be on WrestleMania, duh. It's not what she said, but it's basically what the answer is.
It's basically what it is.
Yeah, like, it's my way onto WrestleMania, shut up. And, whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to another tag team match, and this one I am excited about. And having seen your prediction already, I'm excited to talk about this one. This is the tag team title 6-pack ladder match. Now, I would say undisputed WWE tag team title ladder match. However, if what Michael Cole said on Raw is anything to go by, this is actually a Raw tag team title and SmackDown tag team title ladder match.
Yeah.
The suggestion being that they are going to separate these belts. And I have noticed, Mr. Trudgett, that you have only predicted one tag team.
Yeah, I know. And I know they said that, but I'm still thinking this is WWE.
You think they're saying it to just get us excited and then let us down?
Just to let us down. Or just Michael Cole just slipped up.
Michael Cole does often just say things. So, you never know whether he was just saying things.
Yeah.
Like I said that both belts would be up there. The Raw belts and the SmackDown belts will both be up there. What do you want from me? I'm just stating what's happening.
Yeah.
Right. Show not tell, Michael. Show not tell. So anyway, in this match, the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor will defend against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, A-Town Down Under. The Awesome Truth, R-Truth and The Miz. DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. And the New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. So, you've made one prediction. One champion to take them all and walk away with all 4 of the belts. Who are you going for?
The Awesome Truth.
Whatever for?
Because there's been a lot of spotlight on them at the moment. So I have a feeling that they might... It was kind of just a wild card one. Just because I was looking at the others, I was thinking, no.
It is difficult. It really is difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know who really they're going to put things on.
Yeah.
I do think they're going to split the belts apart.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might not be a total cataclysmic loss for the Judgment Day. I do think that the Judgment Day are going to walk away with the Raw tag team titles. But the SmackDown tag team titles will go walkies to another team. And I have gone with the New Catch Republic for that.
Okay.
You know, I think we're in, let's convince Pete Dunne to re-sign and stay with WWE territory. And he hasn't really been given anything since he was the NXT UK champion. What was that? 4 years ago? It's been a good old time.
Yeah.
Was it 2018 that he was the champion? Maybe it tipped into 2019. He wasn't the champion during COVID. Gunther carried it all the way through COVID, so he must have lost it to him.
That.
He must have lost it to him 2018, 2019, I would say. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, he hasn't really done anything in that entire time. Tyler Bate was made out to be, a prodigy that was going to go from being the inaugural NXT UK champion, winning that tournament, and go on to do big things, and he's done nothing. So maybe it's time that Triple H makes that investment good by putting the belts on his guys.
Well, my best friend, she went for A-Town Down Under just because she found the name hilarious, and my girlfriend went for the Judgment Day.
Fair dues. I don't think there is a bad answer here.
No.
Yeah. Wait, did I go New Catch Republic or did I say A-Town Down Under? Maybe I'm lying. I should probably check my notes because my memory's terrible.
Yeah, check your notes. Bear with everyone.
Yeah. Oh, no, I went with A-Town Down Under. I'm a liar.
Oh, you liar.
I almost went with the New Catch Republic. And now the New Catch Republic will win, obviously, because I've cocked this up royally.
Yeah.
Either way, I think the SmackDown tag team titles are going elsewhere.
Okay.
And it'll probably not happen that way, and I won't get a point for anything, and I'll lose the belt. And then
we'll probably both be wrong, and the New Day
just win them all
because it'll be the New Day and DIY.
That would be two Raw teams, though, wouldn't it? I mean, it could happen, and they just go.
Could happen.
You won the SmackDown titles. You've got to go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Have at it. Enjoy. But
yeah,
I don't know. We shall see. It should be a great match, though. 6 team or 6 person ladder matches at WrestleMania tends not to disappoint, so it should be exciting.
Yeah.
Moving on then. The match of the brothers. Every 15 years, there is a chosen one, and it is a brother tag team facing each other. This time it's Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. I think it's probably obvious which way that we've gone prediction-wise. I do think there is going to be a lot of let's give it to the baby faces across all of WrestleMania. And apart from the tag team championship ladder match, I think we've pretty much stuck to it's just the baby faces.
Yeah.
So on 3, let's give your winning Uso. 1, 2, 3. Jey. Yeah.
So did my girlfriend and my best friend.
I mean, it would be silly for him not to, really. He's the one that has, moved on to do his own singles thing and isn't just a tag along in the bloodline. Could it be that, he's cheated out of the win and that Solo gets involved and, anybody gets involved, possibly. Who the hell knows? But I think it just... They just hang on long enough to have this match at WrestleMania, and I don't think they need to do anything other than Jey Uso, get the revenge for his brother turning on him and costing him the Undisputed Championship at whenever that was. SummerSlam? It was ages ago. Yeah, sometime around August, September-ish.
Sometime.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Jey Uso. No real need to discuss that any further.
Nope.
Next then, off a singles championship match of the event. Intercontinental Championship, Gunther, the Ring General, defending against Sami Zayn. Did we discuss a few weeks ago Sami Zayn winning and being given this match? I think we did.
Yeah.
How have you felt about the build-up towards this and Chad Gable training him and stuff?
They're trying.
They are certainly trying, yes. Not quite in the meaning of trying that they quite want to be, I don't think.
I don't think many people care, to be honest, because I think everyone wanted Chad Gable. So, yeah.
It's a strange one. It was set up as if it was going to be Chad Gable, and then it wasn't. And, I've been here saying set up as many avenues into a story as possible and then go with one, and they did that. And yet still I'm like, oh, maybe don't give me what I want, because I'm not a fan of this either. I know that puts you in a difficult position, WWE, and you can't win, but this ain't it, I'm afraid. Yeah. So, Sami Zayn is being trained up. He's, having a crisis of confidence, and, it's not being helped by Chad Gable saying, you're not going to beat him. I can train you to beat him, but you probably won't beat him. So let's just do some stuff, and then eventually you'll get beaten by Gunther at WrestleMania. Cool?
Yeah. Cool.
Is that how you see this going? Or do you think that Sami Zayn is the one to top the Ring General?
No, I think Gunther's retaining.
I also think that Gunther is retaining.
Yeah.
It's not time yet. And I know that there's no records to break now. He is just extending his own record every day that he holds this championship. But we've discussed previously on the podcast who is going to be the person that dethrones Gunther. I don't think it's Sami Zayn. It would be disappointed for it to be Sami Zayn, quite frankly. That isn't it for me. Sami Zayn needs to be competing for world championships, not the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
This it's just getting him on the card, and I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah. Well, me and my girlfriend both predicted the same, but my best friend predicted Sami Zayn.
Well, good luck to her.
Because, when she said, "Oh, I'm definitely going Sami Zayn," I was like, "Really?"
I mean, they definitely want us to believe that he's going to, overcome all the odds and do it, and he could very well do so.
He is.
It would be disappointing though. I wouldn't be a fan of it. I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
Next, WWE Women's World Title. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. This is another one of those strange ones where the challenger has been built up by facing not the champion. They've barely come across each other's path apart from in the last week.
Yeah.
It's mainly been Becky Lynch feuding with Nia Jax, which obviously we didn't care to see because it's Nia Jax. But how do you see this one going?
I can see it going Rhea Ripley retaining.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Why?
I feel that she still wants to hold the gold a bit longer. I don't think they've had too much of a build up for it. I think they want someone else to dethrone Rhea Ripley, maybe someone younger, up and coming. And I think they need some gold in Judgment Day, and that being the women's world heavyweight.
Well, if you go by my predictions, they'll still have the Raw tag team titles, so they don't need this one. I'm going Becky Lynch.
Funny enough, my girlfriend went Becky Lynch. My best friend went Rhea Ripley with me.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree with it to a big extent, but I think it's been a while since Becky Lynch has held any gold. I think Becky Lynch has done a lot of favors for people over the last couple of years, and that it's kind of her time. Does it mean that she doesn't drop it back to Rhea Ripley in a month or down the line? It could happen. This could be the start of a long feud, and I'd be all right with that. Actually, I'd be for that. But I think Becky Lynch is walking away with this one. Rhea Ripley's the only person to hold that championship, and I think it's time to diversify it a little bit and move things around. We're also entering a time of year where we might be thinking a draft or some kind of shake-up.
Yeah.
So, that championship may move around. Who knows?
I will say when I was looking at predicting this match, it was quite hard. I feel like it can go either way. And to be honest, if it goes either way, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I mean, both of these women are fantastic. I'm a big fan of both of them. They're both excellent in the ring. They're both excellent characters. Whoever wins. Yeah, I'm good with it. I mean, I hope Becky Lynch wins because then I'll get the point for it. But in general, I'm good either way.
Yeah.
And then the main event of night 1, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins taking on the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, and The Rock. The Rock stepping back in the ring for the first time in about 8 to 10 years. The last time was that weird tag team match, wasn't it? Oh, no, he didn't do that in the end. That was Kurt Angle in the end, wasn't it? It was Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey, not The Rock and Ronda Rousey in the end. It was supposed to be The Rock and Ronda Rousey, but they ruined it. Yeah, so God knows when was the last time he was in the ring then. Is it all the way back as far as the once-in-a-lifetime matches with Cena?
Yeah, I think it was.
Jesus. That'll be fun to watch, won't it? Bit of ring rust.
Yeah.
He has been training heavily, apparently, and he's been training a lot with Gallus down in NXT. He's also had some help from Robert Roode.
Nice.
Roode and various people on the agent production team. So there's plenty of talent there that can help him. And also, he's The Rock. As long as he doesn't get gassed, he'll be fine. He won't have forgotten how to wrestle. He just needs to have the stamina for it, really.
Yeah.
I'm sure Seth Rollins will have him in a rest hold at some point so he can have a little snooze all the way through it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the stipulation in this is that if the Bloodline win, then it's Bloodline rules in the main event the following night. But if Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win, then Cody gets his one-on-one match with Roman Reigns on Sunday's main event. What say you? Who walks away with it?
Well, me, my girlfriend, best friend have all said The Rock and Roman Reigns win this one.
As have I. It is a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
We all think that the Bloodline are going to do this. I don't think it really does anything for the main event to just be one-on-one.
No.
I mean, jumping ahead a little bit, and I know that we haven't got to night 2 yet, but I do think that Cody Rhodes is going to win the championship.
Yeah.
I think that is going to happen.
Yeah.
And so if he and Rollins win and then he just beats Roman Reigns one-on-one, is not really much of a story there. But if Cody Rhodes has to overcome all of the odds, overcome all of the bloodline, all of the nonsense, then it's just more attrition for him, really.
Yeah.
I do think as well that we're going to get some bloodline involvement in the World Heavyweight Championship match. We will get to that, but I think a lot is going to be set up in this main event that is going to bleed directly into night 2 from start to finish. So that'll be interesting. And I'm excited to see it. I have been loving The Rock for the last few weeks, honestly. Like, I love the bringing back of the Hollywood Rock entrance theme, but just with the extra bass line to kick it off, and the whole final boss thing. You know, he dropped the first F-bomb on WWE TV since Scott Steiner accidentally did one at Survivor Series 2002. It's been a while since we've had a proper F-bomb. Yeah. And you can see them really testing the waters for, are we going to stick PG when we head over to Netflix, or are we going to shake things up again to
I hope they shake things up.
I do as well. I don't want to see, blood every match like we often get in other places, but
John Moxley.
I do want to see a bit more edge to everything, and I don't mean Adam Copeland. Yeah.
But
So yeah, that is night one of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the matches that have been put on night one in general? Do you think there's something that shouldn't be there, or do you think there's something that's been put on night two that would really be better on night one?
No, I think it's good. I think night one's good. I think it's got a good smattering of different types of matches. So I'm quite happy, actually.
Yeah, I mean the absence of a world championship, men's world championship match there is being filled in by the women's world title and the intercontinental title. It's going to be very key how they distribute these matches. As I said, I don't think this Mysterio Escobar LWO match can really go anywhere but the open or the second match.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose another good opener would be Jimmy versus Jay. That would get the crowd pumping. Who knows? We'll see what happens. On to night two then. Less matches advertised for night two, but they're bigger matches and will probably last longer. Let's start with the other mid-card championship, the WWE United States Championship, aka the ball bag belt, as we fondly call it on this show. Logan Paul defending against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Is Logan Paul dropping this championship to either of these guys in this match?
I don't think he is.
I find it really difficult to predict this.
Yeah.
I have predicted him losing the belt, but I'm not confident in my decision. Do you know what I mean? It's in stone now, and there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm not confident about the idea that Logan Paul is going to lose the championship.
Who have you gone for?
I've gone with Kevin Owens.
Okay, you have gone the same as my girlfriend.
Yeah. Kevin Owens was obviously the established story with Logan Paul. He should be the champion, but he got brass knucked out of it, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Randy Orton's in there so that he gets his WrestleMania, moment. Fine.
Yeah.
He needs to be on WrestleMania. That's undisputed. But I think Randy Orton might be picking up the pin here. And we then, let Logan Paul go off and do something else. He's had his championship reign. That's all well and good. And we're going to get major blow up between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens over the US title for the next couple of months, I think. So I don't see Logan Paul being the one that takes the pin.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Kevin Owens pinning Randy Orton, maybe after Logan Paul knocks him out with brass knuckles or something.
Yeah. I can see some shenanigans because it's a triple threat match. There's no DQ.
Absolutely.
So there's definitely going to be shenanigans. What's the betting? We're going to see. What's that bloke's name? KSI?
Is it KSI?
What's the bet? He's going to be
JML?
there for some reason. FML?
SNL?
I said FML.
Oh, no, I thought
That's what I think.
I thought it was Saturday Night Live. I thought the whole cast was going to come out, but that would be more New York than Philadelphia, actually. Yeah. Will we have a Prime energy drink logo in the middle of the ring at any point in WrestleMania?
I hope not. So stupid.
I find it hilarious, all of the Prime stuff, and it's like, I don't find it a credible brand, so when they throw it around, I'm like, this is just funny, and I enjoy seeing it there, and him going, it's my energy drink. It's like, yeah, mate, we know, and no one cares about your friend. Just focus on what you apparently are good at, and that is wrestling, and forget all this other nonsense.
Yeah.
Or you're good at collecting Pokemon cards as well, so maybe do that. We'll see. Yeah. Logan Paul gets the win, according to you. Why?
Yes. Because of shenanigans. I think even though Kevin Owens and Randy Orton have been quite chummy recently, I reckon it'll be like Kevin Owens hits a stunner on Randy Orton, then Logan Paul runs in, brass knuckles Kevin Owens, and then takes the pin on Randy Orton. That's that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah, that kind of level of Logan Paul not earning the victory but taking it anyway.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, but as I said, you agree with my girlfriend. My best friend agrees with me. And my best friend even said, I, expletive, hate Logan Paul, but I can't see him losing it.
Yeah, fair dues. Yeah. You censored yourself there. Well done.
Yeah.
Maybe if WWE move away from PG, we'll also move away from PG on this show. How about that?
Yes.
The guarantee. Yeah.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, Dan will be talking about, a match prediction, and then he'll just blade himself right here and bleed everywhere.
Yes.
Be exciting. We've got cans that could be used for it. Maybe he'll bust himself open with a horny goat or
a funky goat,
or perhaps even a funky goat. Yes, and
I mean it's red, so
it's true. Yeah, it will provide you a crimson mask, and this is probably a good opportunity to drop in that the Main Event podcast is sponsored by Goat Energy Drinks. You can pick up either of these flavors at goatdrinks.co.uk. If you use the code Jez10 that Dan is expertly pointing at there, that'll probably come up and bust him open in a minute, though. You can get 10% off and free shipping from your order, which
delicious,
is fantastic. Cans are heavy. You don't want to pay postage on those things.
No.
Next up, AJ Styles versus LA Knight. Yeah. This was another difficult...
Why is it when you say yeah, it sounds a bit camp?
Yeah. I don't know. I have not noticed that before, Dan, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I just noticed it.
Thanks for that. AJ Styles versus LA Knight. Another difficult match to predict. I'm going to have to actually check because I went back and forth quite a lot.
Who did you actually pick?
Okay.
While you're checking, do you want me to say who I picked?
Yes, go on.
I picked LA Knight.
I went with AJ Styles.
Oh.
And I'm kind of off the wall here. I remember now why I picked AJ Styles. And I'm kind of out on a limb, sat on my own, the last, angry man on an island, waving my fist at the clouds. Because on social media for the last few weeks, AJ Styles has been teasing a potential debut of a former stablemate, somebody who we've talked about very heavily and we are very fond of. Just left New Japan Pro Wrestling, is moving back to the United States, and is to be closer to family. I think this could be an opportunity for AJ Styles to reunite with Tama Tonga. But we could see the Tama Tonga of old, the Bullet Club Tama Tonga that was the skull cracker of the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
I mean, AJ Styles is obviously the heel in this.
Yeah.
He's kind of hidden away from LA Knight as much as he possibly can. AJ Styles is quite known for, having a big man come in and do his dirty work for him. He hid behind Omos for ages. Yeah. He had someone else for a while as well. I can't remember who it was. Obviously, he had the Good Brothers. He hid behind them a little bit as well. And so I'm kind of dream predicting that.
You're dream predicting
that we're going to get Tama Tonga in, and it's a great place for him to do it.
Yeah.
He has, distanced himself from the Good Brothers and, the OC at large. And I just think it's too convenient. I think they're all coming back together with Tama Tonga there as well. Throw up the horns. Too sweet. AJ wins.
All right. Well, my girlfriend and my best friend say LA Knight.
So it's just me.
It's just you.
Because you've said LA Knight as well. Yeah.
LA Knight.
Yeah. I mean, it is a break from, what I said, and it's the, the baby faces are getting all the victories fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm dream predicting, damn it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have dreams, what have you got?
Nightmares.
Yeah, American or otherwise.
Yes.
God help me. I hope I get it right. Moving on. WWE Women's title. Io Sky versus Bayley. Royal Rumble winner, Bayley.
Yeah.
So, first of all, let's get it out of the way. Highly disappointing that this match is not in one of the main event spots.
Yeah.
It should be night one's main event, really, but, Bloodline Rock shenanigans. I get it. Still disappointing.
Yeah.
Pushing back, women's wrestling progress.
Women's wrestling.
I think, and I said it to my wife the other day, I think they need to stop saying that winning the Royal Rumble gets you the main event of WrestleMania. They just need to stop saying it, because
they need to just say you get a title shot at WrestleMania.
Absolutely, you get
done.
You got a shot at the world champion of your choice at WrestleMania. They back themselves into a corner by saying these things, and they don't have to say them. They don't have to say in the main event of WrestleMania.
No,
just stop saying it. Easy, because it hasn't been the main event of WrestleMania so many times for the last few years. So let's just stop saying it and do yourselves a favor. Who walks away? Io Sky or Bayley with the women's title?
Well, everyone over this side is saying Bayley.
Then it is unanimous. I too have gone Bayley. Yeah. And it more so than the example of the baby faces are getting the majority of the wins at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
She deserves it. Bayley deserves it. She hasn't been champion in a long time. She's had to fight her way back from her injury. She's taken a back seat quite a lot as she led Damage Control. Let everybody else get the spotlight. The spotlight is Bayley's now. She will win. This is a big potential for me to open night 2, I think.
Yeah.
I think they do say that, an opener is as good as a main event. So
yeah, absolutely.
So maybe this is the way you open it. I can't see any others opening it other than maybe the World Heavyweight title, possibly. But,
maybe.
I think that fits better somewhere in the middle as a kind of
I can see
the crowd.
I can see the 6-man tag possibly going first, just to get it out of the way.
I don't think you can open with that. I think you need to get the crowd into it, and they're not going to be into that match. I don't think. I really don't, unless Scarlett does something to G up the crowd. But and I'm all for that. Big fan of Scarlett and her work. But yeah, okay. Let's move on to that match, shall we?
Yeah.
Here is something interesting.
Oh God.
What is the name of the stable of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits?
The Pride.
Where did that come from?
Hell no.
When did you learn that they were called the Pride?
When I was writing down my predictions.
Yeah, when I went on Cage Match to look through go through the things, it's like the Pride, Angela Dawkins, Bobby Lashley, and Montez Ford. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? The Pride? Where has that come from? They're called the Pride, everybody. Answer on a postcard how long you've known that, because I had no idea.
Do you want to know what my girlfriend's response to that was?
What?
I read it to him. I said, it's the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, Akam Razor, versus the Pride, Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford, and Angelo Dawkins. And she just went, I didn't know Bobby Lashley was gay.
I think it's a different type of pride, but
yeah.
I love that she went with Bobby Lashley. She was totally down with Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford, whose wife is Bianca Belair.
Yeah,
could possibly be gay, but Bobby Lashley. Oh, that's surprising.
Yeah.
6-man tag team Philadelphia Street Fight. The Pride versus the Final Testament. I need to check who I said, because
Go on, then.
I'm not
sure.
Well,
while you're checking, I'll say who we said.
Go on, then.
Me and my girlfriend both said the Pride. My best friend said the Final Testament.
I've gone with the Pride, and I would prefer the Final Testament to win, because I've known their name for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah. And it's not a bad name.
It's not a bad name, and they've got the whole shtick around it, and it fits Karrion Kross's character, and it fits the Authors of Pain as well.
Yeah.
I hope they do more referring to them as the Authors of Pain within the Final Testament. Much the same way like the Good Brothers are in the OC, and things like that. And I would like to see them win, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
I think it is going to be the babyface team.
Yeah.
It's a street fight, so we've got that to look forward to.
Shenanigans.
I wonder if we get some kind of crazy Montez Ford thing and what that could be. Is he going to jump off something high? Is he going to do flippy things through sharp objects?
Jump off the WrestleMania sign.
Yeah. I hope they've got a big bell, incidentally.
Yeah.
They've got the Liberty Bell logo for I don't know why I went like that. Like it's a thing you can pick up and shake, like you're calling your butler. But
I've seen pictures of the staging.
Today is set reveal day. Have we seen it yet?
Yeah.
Or
no, but I've seen like people have taken pictures inside the arena, and
sneaky.
There's no bell.
That's disappointing.
Just a big XL.
Oh, is it kind of like the graphics? Hang on, I've got to make us disappear for a second. Is it kind of like dun, 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 is it kind of like that? Okay. I mean, at least they're consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I want a
bell,
that
with WrestleMania on top of it.
You've got time. You've got a couple of days. 3D print a bell and stick it up there. Or just bring in the actual Liberty Bell. I don't care.
Just bring in the actual Liberty Bell. That'd be
it's
cool.
not important. It's not like it's got a big crack in it or anything.
Yeah, it's not like it's fragile.
Wheel that thing in there. Put it on the stage. Bounce someone's head off it.
Yeah.
It's got to
make the crack even bigger.
It's a street fight, okay? If you're not going to have a bell in the arena, I will accept going to the Liberty Bell and bouncing someone off it.
Yeah.
That's a compromise we can make if you like. But there needs to be some kind of bell involvement.
How far away is the Liberty Bell from a stadium?
I don't know. I don't know Philadelphia particularly well.
Does the match need to stay in the arena? Could they go to the Liberty Bell?
I mean, it's a street fight, and it probably has to finish in the ring, but it can...
Could Bobby Lashley pin Karrion Kross on the Liberty Bell?
We've had form at WrestleMania of a match starting somewhere else, and then, waiting and finishing a lot later in the night. Maybe this is the opening match, and we watch them disappear. We have a little bit of a break of another couple of matches. Then we see them bouncing Akam and Razar off the Liberty Bell. Then they eventually come back to the arena, and the match ends just before the main event. Bim, bam, bam. Nice.
There you go. Book it.
Did we say who wins? Yeah, we all went the Pride, didn't we? Yeah, right.
Well, apart from our best friend who went the Final Testament just because she thought the Pride sounded stupid.
I mean, when she's right, she's right.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the Hurt Business? Hurt Business 2.0. Just stop messing around.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 World Championship matches, starting with the World Heavyweight title. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Who've you got then?
I've gone for Drew McIntyre.
So have I, and so have everyone else over
everyone in the world. I think earlier this week this was a difficult decision, but I think inadvertently in the Clash at the Castle Scotland announcements, they have made this decision very easy. One of the big questions is what is happening with Drew McIntyre. His contract is due to expire this month. He definitely had until WrestleMania, but I think at the end of April his contract is due to expire and he can go off elsewhere. He is featured heavily in the Clash at the Castle Scotland branding. Obviously, he's Scottish. And why would you make the effort to have Clash at the Castle in Scotland in an arena that is vastly smaller than the Millennium Stadium or whatever the hell it's called now? Principality, I don't even know. It's the Millennium Stadium, and it'll always be the Millennium Stadium. Shut up. In just a basic arena in Scotland, if you weren't going to have Drew McIntyre there, it's in June. We're not that
Yeah.
far away from it. He
Yeah.
will carry the championship into Clash
Yeah.
at the Castle Scotland, and he will
Yeah.
defend it in the main event.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but that's
Simple
what's
as.
happening. Yeah. So I think they kind of spoiled it themselves, really.
Yeah.
And Seth Rollins has had it. He's the only champion so far. He's had it all this time.
Yeah.
I think it's time, much in the same way as the women's world title, for somebody else to carry that for a bit. Drew McIntyre needs that WrestleMania championship win after winning it in front of crickets and Perspex screens in Florida a couple of years ago. So, yeah, I think we're all Team McIntyre. Not that I particularly care for Drew McIntyre. I've enjoyed his heel work a lot more than his babyface work.
Yeah.
But I'm still not a bona fide fan or anything.
No.
But I do see shenanigans. I think that, either we're wrong and, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes win, making the WWE title match one-on-one. And they were like, but we didn't say anything about your match, Seth. So the entire bloodline come and batter him, and that's how Drew McIntyre win. We've seen, Drew McIntyre having chats with Paul Heyman in the background, shots of things on Raw for the last couple of weeks. So maybe that is a route that they take. But basically, if I had to say one match that I am 100% certain about, prediction-wise, it's this one.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre is walking out World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. I have a little theory here to run past you.
An Austin theory?
No.
Oh.
Just Austin theory just runs past. It's to do with the Raw after WrestleMania.
Ooh, I like the Raw after WrestleMania, yeah.
Now, imagine a scenario where the Judgment Day have actually lost their titles.
Okay. Not going to happen.
Rhea Ripley still got it. Rhea Ripley still got there, still hers. But Finn Balor and Damien Priest aren't tag team champions anymore.
Right.
Just hypothetically.
Big time hypothetical.
And
got it.
Somehow it was Damien Priest's kind of fault to do it, to lost it, So then you're kind of seeing on Raw, they're kind of berating Damien Priest. They're saying, "Oh, it's your fault. You need to make up for this."
I mean, to support what you're saying, Damien Priest has been given everyone in the Judgment Day a hard time for their losses in the last couple of weeks. So that supports what you're saying. Yeah.
So, and apparently there's also rumors that Rhea Ripley is bringing in a former World Heavyweight Champion into the Judgment Day.
Oh, right. Yeah. Drew McIntyre
and Seth Rollins are having a rematch on Raw because reasons. Then Damien Priest comes down with his Money in the Bank contract while both competitors are laid out. They've claymored and stomped each other and they're just lying on the mat. They come down. Judgment Day come down with him. Get in. The announcer announces it's a triple threat match. Damien Priest, I don't know, does something to Seth Rollins like Razor's Edge or South of Heaven or whatever. Goes to pin him, but then the Judgment Day pull him off, or pull the referee out or something, and then they basically attack Damien Priest, and then they basically just tell Drew McIntyre to go over and pin to win. He pins him, wins. Drew McIntyre stands for the Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley looking smug.
I like that. That would be a decent bit of story.
And it'd be a way to get the Money in the Bank briefcase off Damien Priest.
Yeah, they clearly don't want him to win the championship, do they?
No.
But another thing that they could do, and I think this is even more hypothetical because it's very Vince Russo, and I don't think anybody wants to do anything vaguely Vince Russo-esque in WWE anymore. But bear with me, this would be fun.
Okay.
Much the same way that you were saying, so Seth Rollins walks out of WrestleMania with the title, but you know, he out of the goodness of his heart gives Drew McIntyre another shot on the Raw after WrestleMania. It's like, you can't beat me, Drew, so I'll give you as many shots as you want because you're never going to beat me.
Yeah.
As you said, they need to bring in a new member of the Judgment Day. And so to, bring Drew McIntyre around and give him something that he wants, Damian Priest comes down, cashes in the briefcase to turn it into a triple threat match.
Yeah.
The Judgment Day take out Seth Rollins outside the ring.
Yeah.
And Damian Priest lies down for Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I can't see that happening. But it'd be cool.
It would be the biggest heat ever. Can you imagine the crowd in Philadelphia losing their minds at somebody laying down to change the championship and really robbing Seth Rollins of it because, they could do this at WrestleMania, for God's sake, actually,
Yeah.
Like, there's just another possibility, but I do think that they need to use that briefcase for heat and just make the Judgment Day hated and make Drew McIntyre more hated, make him as a bigger hypocrite as possible. We've also got CM Punk lingering. He's going to be doing commentary at various points, I expect, during the World Heavyweight title match. Perhaps he could become involved and
he could become involved in the match. He could cost Seth Rollins the title.
He could, Drew McIntyre could win in spite of CM Punk. CM Punk could help Drew McIntyre. That would be... Imagine CM Punk turning heel and helping Drew McIntyre and then being a partnership. That would be incredible. There are many ways that they can go. So there's a lot of exciting stories that could come out of this. I just hope they do something and it's not just a straight one-on-one match and eventually Drew McIntyre wins and... Or even just Seth Rollins wins and give us something unexpected, something exciting, please. Please. And finally, the main event. WWE/Universal title, Undisputed Championship. Roman Reigns, potentially with the Bloodline, versus Cody Rhodes.
Are we going to say our predictions on 3?
Well, I already gave you mine earlier, so...
well, everyone over here says Roman Reigns.
Including you?
No, we all said Cody Rhodes.
You're just trying to throw me off the scent.
Yep.
I see.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I've got your predictions here, so I probably could have said that actually, but no, I think unanimously we're going Cody Rhodes. Would I be surprised if Roman Reigns retained and walked out with the championship still? No, I wouldn't. No. He's still got another record to go and break. It's not like Gunther, as we discussed, he's got the record already and he's just padding it. Yeah. He is going for that Hulk Hogan, which is like September, I think he would need to get to. But come on, man. I think enough is enough. As much as I love Roman Reigns, I've loved this championship reign. I love the tribal chief and all of that kind of shtick. Especially love what's been going on with The Rock. Like it's time. It's time to move on and break in a new era of WWE. Honestly, with Cody Rhodes leading Raw and leading SmackDown, I guess, wouldn't he? Yeah, he'd be leading SmackDown, and then Drew McIntyre would be leading Raw. Interesting.
Yeah. What if? Because if Roman Reigns loses, he has a little bit of a breakaway, which he probably will. And then next WrestleMania, we have Roman Reigns versus The Rock.
It could be. My biggest fear out of this whole thing is that, and many people have been predicting it, and lots of people are saying things about it, is that The Rock turns on Roman Reigns in this main event, and that's the reason that Cody Rhodes wins. That would be so disappointing, and it would do Cody Rhodes no favors whatsoever in winning the story, finishing the story, and winning the WWE Championship for the first time, because it would be. Yeah, Cody Rhodes only did it because of The Rock, and there would be no turning back from that.
No.
The people that call him mid-card Cody and say he'd be nothing more than mid-card, they'd be having a field day, and they'd be like wallowing in the pig feces of Cody Rhodes didn't win the championship on his own.
Yeah.
So I hope
it doesn't.
That they don't do that. And because I'm enjoying The Rock as a heel, you know, it clearly seems that he is not going anywhere. And so I would much rather Cody Rhodes wins the title and then defends it against The Rock at SummerSlam or something. Even if The Rock beats him at SummerSlam. Or beats him sometime near WrestleMania so that it can be The Rock and Roman Reigns for the title next year. Don't care. Don't care if Cody Rhodes only holds it until the Raw after WrestleMania. But Cody Rhodes needs to win at WrestleMania, overcoming all the odds. Otherwise, the story isn't over and it will never end properly because you've ruined
everything.
The story.
Yeah.
So, Team Cody, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That is WrestleMania from start to finish, other than any additional nonsense that they add on SmackDown, undoubtedly. They'll have some kind of celebrity segment that takes up too much time, that will be like, get on with it, who cares? Let's only hope that, it's something like last year's where Snoop Dogg swoops in and saves the day. If they're going to do something stupid, then let Snoop Dogg be there to make it better, basically. And I never thought I'd say that because I don't like Snoop Dogg, but kudos to what he did last year, honestly. Maybe Snoop Dogg is the one that sends, when the Awesome Truth, according to your prediction, take down one set of championships and they're like, yay, and they walk away. Snoop Dogg goes, no, it's for both of them, go and get the other ones, and then they don't make it.
To be honest, that would be very much our truth.
It would be.
Just takes one, just goes, all right then, bye. No, hold on,
now
mate.
We're supposed to take both the titles? My bad. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for WrestleMania? 1 being, I'd rather be like washing my hair, and 10 is I want it directly into my veins.
I'd have to go about an 8.
I'm at about an 8 as well, actually.
I'm quite looking forward to it, actually.
Yeah, I think there's a lot. There's not really many matches in this that I'm like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. Even the slightly disappointing ones, I'm like, it'll probably be a good match, I hope they bring Dominic Mysterio in a prison van again, that kind of thing. Each match has got something I'm interested in. Even if I'm not that bothered about certain aspects of it. And there are a lot of ways it can go. The worst case scenario is everything is straightforward and it's predictable and nothing outrageous happens. I need outrage and a Liberty Bell.
You need drama.
I need drama and a Liberty Bell.
Yes.
And so, the next time that you see us, WrestleMania will have come and gone, and we'll be here talking about it. I'll be raking in the points and declaring myself, and still...
No.
This goes down. Here we come. Right. No. And still, main event podcast prediction world champion. Yeah, just fix my headphones that I knocked off with the championship belt. Look at it in the light, shining in the light. I don't know if my whispers are coming through. Shining.
Yeah, it just sounds a bit creepy.
Shining.
Like creepy as in a man who stands around a school with a van full of sweets. Creepy.
I don't think they've actually got sweets, Dan. I think that's a lie. I think that's how they get them.
Yeah, come, no, I'm like...
come for the sweets. There's no sweets, Slam. I think that's how that works. Yeah, I'm not sure how we got on that. But either way, I will still be the...
Get it the right way up, man. Well, see, you can't even hold it correctly.
Well, somebody hogged it for ages. I haven't had much practice, okay?
I can't help it if I'm just that good.
So, yeah, World Prediction Championship will be staying here. Not only have we predicted WrestleMania, but we'll also be predicting NXT Stand and Deliver, New Japan Sakura Genesis, Ring of Honor,
Supercard.
Thank you. And anything else that decides to pop up over the weekend that's a thing. I'm surprised TNA haven't got an event this weekend.
I'm surprised. I was thinking, I was like, is there a TNA? No, there can't be. No, is there? Or is there...
No, I mean, they've had the Multiverse of Matches a couple of years ago, and then they had the... Multiverse United with New Japan, but New Japan have got their own thing, and they've got the big show in Chicago in a few weeks, so they obviously didn't want to do another cross-promoted thing. But lots of wrestling to be predicted, many points to be had, hopefully all to me, and we'll see how they all fell on next week's show, where we'll obviously be talking about WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then we'll mop up all the other events afterwards. So we'll see you next week. I hope you enjoy WrestleMania. I hope I enjoy WrestleMania, frankly.
I hope I do as well.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, is that I enjoy it. Less concerned about all of your enjoyment, if I'm being completely honest about it. Until next week, I've been Jez.
I've been Dan.
This has been the Main Event Podcast. Champ signing out. See ya.
Bye.